It's August 11th, Saturday. We're in our second weekend, and this weekend also has a basic core of character. This time, it's not specifically non-player character or player character, simply character. And it has the trigger or theme or hook of wild. So today's official question is wildest character name, and tomorrow's official question is wildest character concept. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the wildest character concept question because my answer I've used in RPG a Day videos before. Not of that particular question, but I'm not sure if I want to talk about that character or that concept again. So maybe tomorrow I'll do an alternate question. But today I'm definitely doing an alternate question. So I simply don't give characters weird or wild or unusual names, at least not with any seriousness, and not with any kind of the sort of regularity that would allow me to remember what they were after the fact. So what I do tend to do is use different patterns so that I have a certain approach to naming heroes, naming villains, and naming neutral people. And and that works for me. So instead, I thought I would talk about my wildest or my most unusual campaign concept. Now, sometimes hearing someone talk about their campaign can be a little on the boring side. And I don't want to do that. Plus, these videos have been getting a little long, so I'm going to keep it short. I'm not going to talk about the specific details of the campaign, because frankly, that wasn't the wild part anyway. The campaign itself was a challenge to myself. It was a wild idea. Could I do it? Could I do it the way that I actually play, right? Without heavy scripting or without scene set pieces, just playing to see how character decision was going to bump up against NPC agenda and create actual events. So it was entirely possible that the campaign could come to an end before my hope for the campaign came to fruition, if you see what I mean. So here's what I planned. I wanted to start the campaign at a point in time that was almost at the end of a long struggle. And then, just before getting to that point, move back in time to the events prior to it starting, but not really the beginning of the story, and then play through toward some very important events, and then go all the way back to the beginning to establish the real, true beginning of all this nonsense, and then of course, go to the end for the dramatic conflict. So in a sense, experiencing the story in reverse until the very end. Certainly a wild character concept or campaign concept, and it's one that I've tried more than once. I succeeded the first time I tried it. The second time we didn't finish. That's all. People moved away and things like that. And the third time, we put it on hiatus for a few months, and that was 2 years ago. So I'm not sure we'll ever get back to it, but we'll see.